Well, guys, this is gonna be a good one. This is YeahBuddy's 2019 GMC Sierra AT4, and I cannot wait to dive into the customization and the driving experience of this truck with y'all. Now, if you want more information about this truck, make sure to follow the link to YeahBuddy's Discord in the description box down below, because this is a PC-only branded and paid mod. And with that out of the way, let's go ahead and head into the garage and see what we can do with this thing in terms of customization, because wow, is it gorgeous or what? Look at the interior, look at the exterior. It's just, this thing is beautiful. I could stare at it for probably way longer than I should be able to. Now, first up in the customization, we've got the stock vanilla performance engine, which is going to give you a C+ power to weight rating, which is very low, honestly. Now, we also have the upgrade good mid vanilla, which is going to kind of give you a little bit of a, I would say it would be reminiscent of a fully upgraded vanilla truck in terms of power. Then, and actually, you know what? Let's just see. Let me show you guys what that actually looks like. Now, when I say a fully upgraded vanilla truck in terms of power, you're going to be looking at, let's say, a fully upgraded Hummer in terms of performance. Fully upgraded Hummer, fully upgraded 1500, but with a little bit more suspension actually, a lot more suspension tuning, but not ridiculously over the top fast, as you can clearly see. Now, let's go back to the garage, and now we're going to go for the performance tune. The performance tune is where I definitely like to hang out in terms of what I use regularly with this truck. And let's see. Now, the highway gearbox it's actually, like he says here, it's pretty balanced. And then there's the off-road middle package, which the off-road middle package is actually an interesting choice because you still have a fair amount of speed with it, but you have some really low ranges. So I think I'm going to do the highway package, but the reason why I'm going to do that is because it's still got the low ranges, even though they're not quite as low as the off-road package. Now, the coilover suspension is going to kind of be your middle-of-the-road option that can still go off-road, still flex out a good bit, and yet still tow small trailers. Then you have the small tow lift trail kit, which I know is a lot of terms to pack into one suspension option, but trust me, it works really well. Then you have the "this is what you got the truck for" setup. Trail Edition Max Flex. Now, when I say Max Flex, this thing's got a lot. It is a tremendous amount of flex. Now, you start off with a 35-inch BFG all-terrain on a stock wheel, and then you can go through a bunch more 35-inch tire options all the way through with a bunch of different wheels as well. And then as soon as you get through all of the different 35s, then you go up to a 39. And you can even do the stock wheels with the 39s if you want to. Now, I actually really dig these because they're a really nice looking set of KO2s. A really nice looking set of KO2s, actually. But I want to go a little bit further down the list because there's one more size. 41s, and they're not that much bigger than the 39s, but trust me, they really fill out the look of the truck so incredibly well. Now, let me actually go to, we could run these. God, those look really good. We're going to have to run a very different bumper setup if we want to do that, but even if we have to run a different bumper setup, it would totally be worth it. It really, truly would. I kind of want to run something a little bit different, though. Let's do these BFG KM3s, and then we'll do, let's see, Overland Bed Rack, which I'm sure that looks amazing. What does that look like? Oh, dude, yes, that looks so good. And then you could throw a hitch on the back if you're going to be towing trailers. We're not going to be focusing on trailers in this episode because, like I said before, we're on the stadium map, but this is where things get properly interesting. So if you want extra lighting on this truck, you can do bumper light, well, not necessarily bumper light bars, but grill light bars that are literally installed into the stock grill along with light pods that are up there on the hood. But here's the thing. If you don't want to do those, or if you want to run something a little bit different, you can go down to this grill right here and you can put the Royalty Core grill in, which has two massive light bars that are already pre-installed into it, which also are fully functional. So it's completely up to you on whichever direction you want to go with that. I personally really like the stock grill with the red inserts and then the grill light bars. That's my personal preferred setup. Now, you can also go with a set of fiberglass bedsides for a pre-runner or crawler setup. Now, granted, I know that they're not completely finished yet. There are aspects of this truck that are still work in progress, so do keep that in mind. But let's go down to the, ooh, you have a couple of different trim options. I like the stock trim personally, but we'll play around with those a little bit more in a future video. Now, let's do the fiberglass front fenders as well. And then, oh, I see. So you could remove the mud flaps, but keep the stock fenders as well if you would like to. We're going to do the custom rear bumper. And then bed stuff can go under the overland rack for some extra repair points and fuel. And then front bumpers wise, you have a massive selection. I really like this one because essentially what it is it's a stinger bumper with an integrated winch and tow hooks and also a full bumper chop in the front for maximum clearance. You can also do this version right here, which is a little bit more of a pre-runner style build. Now, when it comes to wheels, you have specialties, you have race lines, you have KMCs, you have Walker Evans, you have just about whatever you might want to run on a truck like this. Like, literally, you could set this thing up to your heart's desire. So, I think I'm going to go with a set of, let's see, what do I want? Probably, let's start with the silver Walker Evans racing wheels and then see what kind of color options we want to go with on the truck itself, because there are so many colors to choose from. It's genuinely ridiculous. Like, you can get lost in here just picking what color options you think look really good. I think this truck looks incredible in white, but it also looks incredible in gray, especially the bluish gray. The bluish gray is really, truly top tier. Now, normally I would go with the bobble dar on this truck, but I really don't need the bobble dar out here on Stadium. I kind of know my way around it pretty well at this point, and that is going to be a basic long travel build of the Sierra AT4, and man, does it look gorgeous. Let's fire it up and see what it could do. It sounds incredible, though. It really, really does. Now, first up, I know it's not really mud focused, but let's see what happens if we send it into the mud. It's a lot better than I thought it was gonna be. Wow, that's already blowing my mind. And the second one swamps it out. I'm not surprised that the second one swamped it out, honestly, because the second one gets pretty dang deep pretty fast. And, you know, when you think about it, this is not a mud truck by any stretch of the imagination. Now, the off-road test track. Ah, the good old off-road test track. Y'all ready to see what this thing can do? I'm not going to time it. I just want to give it a good performance test. Let's see what it's all about. Look at the way the suspension absorbs everything, like going over those first logs. Like that, if that doesn't set the tone for how this thing is going to drive on the whole rest of the track, I don't know what does. I kind of high-centered it on the rear bumper a little bit, but let's not worry about that. Here we go. That high clearance front end is such a nice thing to have. Oh, no. Wow, I majorly overcooked it. That was 100% my fault, 100% my bad. I'm gonna make sure that I don't do that again. And not only am I gonna make sure that I don't do that again, but I'm gonna give it a quick repair because this thing, I kind of want to keep it somewhat clean because it really is so incredibly beautiful. The fact that it'll run third gear through obstacles like that and the long travel suspension will just do its work, that is top-notch tuning at its finest. It really is. Like, run down over the... Ooh, easy. I don't know how it's going to react on the cars, so I'm always a little bit careful coming up to him. Wow, that was not great. It actually, like, because of the way I landed, I kind of messed up every single bit of the landing dynamics. Oh, dude! That was beautiful, though. It soared right over the entire, like, container obstacle. God, that lean is insane, but you know what? It does have a lot of body roll, it does have a lot of lean, but it's super controllable, and it doesn't actually make it flip happy, which is kind of wild to think about, because you would think that any truck that had half that much body roll would be trying to flip over everywhere, but not this thing. Not this thing. It really is all in the tuning. It really, truly is. Trying to be somewhat easy over these, because I know that if I come into this area way too fast, it's not going to work out well. There you go. Not bad. Not freaking bad. I'm going to ease it up the hill in high. There we go. That's like half throttle in high. It really does do an incredible job at that. Well, a little bit all over the place coming down the hill, but I'm not going to worry too much about that. There you go. Up and over, up and over, up and... Whoa! Holy smokes. That was gnarly. Let me see. Can it pull out of that? Yes. Massive wheelie action. I was quiet for a minute there. That was a little bit of like a delayed reaction on my part, but like I wasn't sure whether or not we were gonna gather that up. Oh, wow. That is ridiculous. Keep it on the bridge, bro. Keep it together on the bridge. Really trying not to mess up the visuals of this truck. All right, I'm gonna repair it one more time because I just love the way this thing looks when it's like, not necessarily clean in the sense of like, whether it's got mud on it or not. It looks amazing with mud on it, but I mean like, clean in the sense of like the body panels being clean. I didn't want to go full send into that because like, something in my brain was telling me that if you go full send into that, you will not be having a good time. All right, let's have a quick look at that suspension travel again, going through these rocks. That is just so incredible to watch. I could legitimately just, like, drive this thing over obstacles and watch what the suspension does all day long. Like, it's absolutely mesmerizing what it does. Because it allows it to just float. And the fact that it can just float over obstacles like that really puts it into a class of its own. Most trucks drive over those obstacles. This truck, on the other hand, floats over those obstacles, and there's a big difference in that. An absolutely massive, massive level of difference. Oh my god, that recovery. All right. Not bad. The rear end could definitely get, like, kicked back, and so you have to be a little careful with the speed that you launch yourself off of obstacles with, but as long as you're aware of that and you're careful with it, you're gonna be okay. Oh, there you go, there you go, there you go, there you go. What in the physics was that? That was not something that I am not gonna put that on the truck. That is not on the truck whatsoever. That was weird SnowRunner physics things. Well, actually, you know what? Let's time it. I'm curious. All right, gold is 550. I think we can beat that. Let's go. Yeah, I definitely think we can beat that. Let's send it, but just not too much, because if we send it too much, we're gonna be in big trouble. Get across the barrels. The barrels are actually my least favorite obstacle on this entire course. And, like, I've had more frustrating and slightly embarrassing fails on those barrels than basically any other obstacle on this entire course. I don't know why. It's just the barrels get to me for some reason. Oh my god. Oh my god. Stay off the guardrail. Now, with the flexibility of this suspension setup, the concrete flex bridge should be... Wow. I love how I was about to say, like, the concrete flex bridge should be so easy, but I overcompensated to one side, and, well, see, there you go. When you do it really calmly like that, it works out super well. Look at that suspension travel. These little, like, flex blocks right here are just... Oh my god. Watching this thing just walk through them is, like, next level incredible. I just full-on missed the entire bridge. Like, that wasn't even a mess-up. That was just bad. Like, that, I wouldn't even call that just a quote-unquote mess-up. I would just call that terrible. Nice and easy. Get lined up. There we go. Oh, come on. I'm close enough to the ground to where that's not a big deal, though. I'm gonna drive right out of that, because that was 100% my bad. Alright, so let's stick with this, and I'm gonna try to give it a good amount of beans through here. I might damage the truck a little bit, but that's the price you pay sometimes when you give it the beans. Here we go. Ooh, come on. Come on. Oh, no. Oh, no. See, giving it the beans was working until it wasn't. And then now, oh, God. Giving it the beans put us in a very awkward situation. Very, very awkward. Okay, we got it out, though. It's all good. I'm just gonna throw it into high and, like, absolutely peace out. Now, the next one I think is the... Oh, yeah, it's the balance obstacles. The temptation to just send it over these is very, 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 very high. But I actually don't know if the truck will make it all the way over or not. I don't know if it has, like, the amount of basically gearing and launchability to just, like, fly over them. So, I'm gonna be careful. And careful, very careful. Jeez. I was like, can we just be super careful here, please? Thank you. And not bad. Not bad at all. Almost there. Oh my god, turn. Dude, turn. I'm serious, bro. Turn. Stick with it. I know I'm, like, super focused right now, but... Oh, there we go. Trying to keep this thing where I want it. And no. I've gotten stuck going down those before. You may laugh, but it's true. It's so true. Oh no, I tried to send it in high. It didn't turn out very well. Let's go, easy, and full send. Boom, 323, that's not bad. That's really, truly not bad. Not only is it not bad, but like, I mean, it shows how incredibly capable this thing is, even with even with someone as ridiculous as me behind the wheel. But if you guys enjoyed this video and enjoyed this look at this truck, make sure to let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments. Hit that like button if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new, and I will see y'all next time.